Capricorn, this is your weekly tarot card reading from Born Without Boundaries Tarot. It is for Capricorn sun, moon, and rising sign, and there's always an extended reading that I hope you will join me for, including with the Unbound membership to my channel, which will give you access to all of the extended readings. We're going to start off with the astrology, Capricorn, and then we're going to head into the cards. I am an astrologer and tarot card reader, so I use astrology, tarot cards, and oracle cards to divine weekly insights for you and the energy that's most impacting you, so that you know how to use it to heal, to help, to inspire, and to make progress in your own life. So please remember to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that you know when I upload your favorite content. Capricorn content comes out every single Wednesday over here on Born Without Boundaries Tarot, so be sure that you subscribe and then you'll know. The astrology is really beautiful because Saturn is largely unaspected right now, except for its square to the nodes, which means, what does that mean for you? For you, what that means is your life is changing. This is a very transitional period for you where you've learned the lessons and you've gotten comfortable with being comfortable with certain aspects of your character. You've grown up. And then you're going to take those aspects of your character and the comfort with them and use it to instill an energy and a vibrance as you move forward into something that's not comfortable. Something that's not comfortable does not mean it's bad. In fact, it's looking very, very good. It's just different. You haven't been here before, but you're so willing to be here now. And the presence of Saturn means, in some ways, you've raised your standards. You've raised your standards. You've switched or changed how you see the world and how your talents can complement the world, and where you see yourself fitting in, because Saturn is still in Aquarius. So where you see yourself fitting in and your life purpose and where you're putting your energy is largely to heal, help, distribute necessary information. So if you're feeling this sense of, I want to do more, I want to do better, even if I'm a millionaire right now, if it doesn't have a purpose behind it, you won't feel like you're doing enough. So don't be surprised if you're making job changes or career changes to position yourself in an area or an industry, or even your own projects that are going to help disseminate and distribute the wealth of knowledge, especially. Interestingly enough, Uranus is in opposition to the South Node right now, meaning that this is definitely a karmic check-in point of change, of how do I change and where do I still need to make changes, but also a sense of I'm ready. And that's what I want you to just celebrate right now about yourselves, Capricorns. I want you to celebrate that you really are ready to move into this new chapter of your life, because you're comfortable with being uncomfortable, knowing and having all that wealth of experience from your past to tell you, I can handle this and I'm going to grow from this. I feel a wealth of happiness coming through, and I want that to be true for all of you, but let's get into the cards and see what we pick up intuitively, okay? Capricorn. Surrender now. That's what comes up. And it's heading toward the future. So what is this new future that you have to surrender to? This is about relinquishing control. This could also be about long distance travel, or seeing things from a perspective of something that up until now has been foreign to you. It's seeing a whole picture, but it's also you, wow, blowing me away, relinquishing control, to have fun, to be playful. There's passion here, maybe even a little bit of sensuality here. So the first card out with surrender now, you are attracted to something like a moth to a flame. And this energy, you'll know it. As soon as I said it, you'll know it. You're just attracted to this like a moth to a flame. And it is going to, this is a confirmation that it is going to, I was going to say dictate, but I don't really love that word. It is going to be the primary focus well into your future. It's driving, this is an energy or a situation that's driving you forward. Can it be a person? Yes. You'll see with my readings, guys, I'm going to be as general as possible because this is a general reading. So I'll also give you a few different options about how this could play out in your life. But this is an energy of being in the presence of something, someone, a situation that you want to give your whole self over to, and you're so ready. It's an overwhelming, I would say, sense of trust that you either have or is needed as you propel yourself into the future. It is absolutely necessary. Some of you are there, maybe others of you aren't. Happy birthday, Doug Denny. Time to let go. Something was gnawing your heart. This is directly related to what you're moving forward on now. So I can only assume that maybe you thought things weren't going to go your way. There was a lot of suffering involved. It was a hard-won battle to even get to the point where you could move forward. So this is is this energy in your way? No, this energy is in the past. And this energy is moving you forward, but it's directly related. It's the same circumstance, same person, same situation. So time to let go of all the heartache and hurt. The beautiful lesson that you're going to take away this week is when you let go, you liberate yourself and you strengthen yourself, like you give yourself power. And you'll never forget that, because I'll so often, let's put it this way, especially for people who are as productive and ambitious as you tend to be, you want to control things. You want to know everything. You want to know every detail. And there's this beautiful sense right now in this energy, I don't want to know every detail. I am so happy being led. Do you feel that? It's not that you're a loser or that you've been demoted. It's you've been awakened and enlightened and realizing, I don't have to control any of this. I can trust this. So what I'm saying is there is a situation, person, predicament that you are really trusting right now. Okay? This is a time. This is a message for you. It's a time to trust. It's a time to take that breath like I just demonstrated and let go and let God. But I think for many of you, you already know that. You're already in it. You're already in, oh God, this feels so good. You may be on vacation. Because this is kind of that feeling of vacation, of how you release yourself. And when you release yourself, you're actually more yourself than you've ever been. But when you go home, you would never continue that. Because when you go home, that's when you're surrounded by the expectations of who you are, when that isn't really who you are. So this is really helping you reconnect with your sincerity. It's not about integrity, because you have a lot of integrity. You do what you say what you do. But this is about getting back to the truth of yourself, getting back to the truth of who you are, and not only being okay with it, loving it. This is letting things to happen. We have be loyal to what you love. Does this have to do with love? You let me know in the comments below. You talk to me and let me know, because this is going to be a really interesting situation. We just came off of this beautiful Libran full moon, and I think that made a lot of things burst forward. Or if it was stuck, it was like, think of Drano, the clog was unclogged. So ultimately it can be that. This is usually Cancerian energy with dog spirit, if you can see the cards. This is usually Cancerian energy, so this could have to do with fourth house energy. Something around your family that was breaking your heart, that was making you suffer, that you were struggling with. It could be family trauma. It could be the loss of a family member. It could just be feeling like you were never understood. It wasn't that you weren't loved. Both of this energy is upright. So it wasn't that you weren't loved, but maybe just, I don't know, you always felt something was missing. Okay, now we're moving forward on that something is missing. And I think that that's one of the most beautiful points to this energy right now, is that there is now a conduit or a connection, a feeling of completeness that hasn't happened in a while. See, the big picture is here. So we have Giraffe Spirit. Giraffe Spirit is very Taurus energy. So overview with this card is money. Money and resources, material resources, but it's not about gimme, gimme, gimme. It's about the practicality, the use, the purpose, or being in a financial situation, or coming into a situation where you know that you're going to be cared for well into the future. Yeah, I'm going to say this is really good news here. This is also a sense of, see the big picture. It's interesting. It's like you get more resources when you know how to respect the resources. You know, you get more resources when you won't waste them. So this is being able to look into your future and be happy about it, and know that not just that you're provided for, because could be, I mean, you're hard workers, so the universe will provide, or finally feeling in some way secure, like I have something that won't be taken away from me, that can't be taken away from me. You found a loyalty so that you feel like you don't have to feel vulnerable, especially when it comes to resources. This could be marriage, this could be partnership of any kind of legal documentation, this could be getting a raise. This is anything that has a firm foundation to it that is enabling you to start thinking about the future investments, being able to buy property. I'm not saying you're there now, but maybe for the first time in a long time, or for the first time ever, this is where you are, because things have fallen in line that make you feel comfortable with thinking those thoughts, make you see your future in a different way, or from a higher ground, from a higher perspective than you've been. And then we have take the lead. And I love this card because the card is a blessing in and of itself. When white stag shows up, this is great spirit itself appearing in your life. So something holy has happened. There's a divine energy that's around you right now, speaking to you, talking to you, and guiding you through, like leading the way for you. It's also a sense of being chosen, being selected. So, and hearing it in your head, like using those antennas to really be awakened. Think of like the crown chakra opening, and you able to finally understand what God's been trying to tell you for so long. So this is a feeling of love, but also strength, as in you would not be tapped for this energy if you weren't, if God wasn't sure you could handle it. So this is coming with a real sense of personal strength and personal, like self-esteem doesn't really do it justice. Sense of self-reliance. For all of you out there who are saying, this is nothing like my life is falling apart. I don't feel that. I don't feel it. So if that is the case, if something's, I'm not even going to talk about it. Then this message wouldn't be for you, because this is an energy of Capricorns that your life is moving through. Maybe your status is even escalating, escalating is it's going up, and also this is like a messenger. You're being asked with this abundance that you've been given. It's like there's always a give and take with the universe, and that's a good thing. You know that with the abundance that you've been given, this is where, how do I use this position that I have now to make everything better, to help others. And this goes along with Saturn being in Aquarius, this sense of how can I improve the social status, the social treatment of others, how we treat others, like how do I do that? And where you felt stuck in the past, where you felt disconnected or clueless in the past, those answers are coming, or you're inspired to find the answers. Remember, this is a weekly reading, guys, and we'll go into tarot with in the extended to figure out how this is specifically impacting each aspect of your life. Capricorn, please. Andromeda is here. So this is definitely about an unexpected visitor, an unexpected guest, or unexpected transmissions. And then we have Aries. This is you taking action or taking a different path. This is you deciding on moving forward with something that's unexpected or being in a place that's really foreign to you, almost like an alien planet to you, feeling like you're showing up out of sorts. This is also a presence of somebody that's so blessed and beloved that it feels like they're coming from somewhere else. And then we have Aries energy taking action on these. So you're taking action in a part of your life that you never thought you'd take action in. You're taking action now. You're able to do, to engage, and to contribute in an area that you never, that you thought that I think that you thought you would be, like, I don't know, maybe you never saw yourself in this position. But you certainly are in this position. And I think you're reveling in it because Aries energy is here. That's a timestamp. It's saying, listen, this is Aries energy. It's saying that this is where we are right now. We're in Aries season. Not for much longer because Taurus season is coming up. So it's definitely speaking to, this is going out of Aries season. This is going to be... it's going to be something that whatever's just happened is something that continues. And I picked that up right from the beginning. It's going to continue, and it's going to continue largely because you love it. Like, you're really into this. I want to check. Hold on. We'll get deeper. It's like you're having an out-of-body experience. That feeling, like, holy shit, I never thought I'd be here. Is this really my life? But not in a bad way. And that's why you have to connect so deeply to spirit right now. Everything about this Neptune-Jupiter conjunction hasn't been about good luck. It's been about leading us back to our connection to God. And however the universe had to trigger you to realize how practical and purposeful faith is, it was going to get your ass back there. And this is it. This is the moment when you just want to get on your knees in public and say, hallelujah, thank you, God. You are the most important in my life because I am in awe of what you just pulled off for me. Have you heard, how many times, Capricorns, have you heard yourself saying, this is what I desire, this is what I want? Did you see yourself going after this? This is when you actually see it becoming your life. And that's why you feel this sense of, where am I right now? It's hard. Because it's still ego, right? Your ego still doesn't recognize it, but your soul recognizes it. And that's why connecting to faith will give you a sense of stability that your ego will not give you. Because when you connect to faith, it'll be, my child, you were always meant to be here. This was always your home. It was always, always built for you. And so your ego has to calm the fuck down and tame itself. It's your spirit, it's your soul, and it's your heart that's speaking and beating and saying, like, overwhelming love and joy. I just keep feeling this. Hold on. Let me just get a little more. Now, disruption. That's interesting. Why is that here? Awareness and disruption. So definitely this is realizing something that is making you feel disjointed or torn apart. I don't think that this is brushing off the bad feeling. I think that this is the perfect time for you to become aware of what was disturbing you or keeping you apart from or keeping you separated. It's like your awareness of the rips and tears in you enables you to patch up the rips and tears. Awareness, awakening, it's not your wisdom. That's the thing. That's why you've got to tap into the Almighty and the Eternal. Right? That's why it's a good time to meditate and pray. But now I think, to be as colloquial as possible, now you are understanding what your life was missing. Now you understand what your life was missing. And why it could never be. It would have never, like how the puzzle pieces could never have fit any other way. Capricorn. Not for you. Not for you. Higher power. Not for you is a beautiful position. Driven by the energy of Saturn, you are driven by restriction. And so it's interesting how this positivity and this progress is coming in the form of what you don't like. But now it's very clear to you. It's very clear to you what isn't for you. And you know what? I'm feeling it in my soul. What's not for you is the life you used to live. And now you're okay with saying that. Remember that scenario I gave you early in the reading about how when you go on vacation, you're your true self? Now there's a sense of realizing my self back home, it's not for me. That's not who I am. I've just found who I am by connecting to this higher power and using its knowledge and its wisdom. Faith. Helping you say goodbye to those things that don't serve you. Let's go deeper. I'm going to head over to Tarot. The links are below. I hope you join me or you join the Unbound membership. Either way, I'll see you there.